Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jenny. Welcome to 2020. That's exciting and terrifying at the same time. The time is going so fast. My first video of 2020 is going to be my 2019 favorite products. I do have them separated from hair, skincare, makeup, and then makeup tools. I don't really want to waste time. I do want to say that they are doing some construction on my building and there will be some pounding in the background. I do apologize. There's not a lot I can do about it. I can't tell them to quit their jobs. So let's go ahead and start. I am going to start with the one hair care product, and it is the Briogeo Farewell Frizz Rosarco Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. I love this stuff, especially now that my hair is shorter. When my hair is short, it holds the natural curl of my hair better, and this just kind of helps keep the curls curled without frizzing out really bad. I actually did not use it this morning when I washed my hair, but I do wash and condition like normal, and then when I get out of the shower I will run a comb through it and then flip my hair over, spray this all throughout my hair, and then just kind of like scrunch the curls a little bit. And then when I wake up the next morning, because I do shower at night generally, my hair is just really nice and curled naturally, and it just looks really nice. It lays nicer when I use this. It smells really nice, and I really just have been enjoying this product. I do need to buy a new one. I'm about halfway through this. Now we're going to move on to skincare, and I have two products from The Ordinary. This one is the Buffet Serum, and then this one is the 100% organic cold-pressed rosehip seed oil. I love these products. I think The Ordinary is a really good, really affordable brand. Now they are at Ulta? Sephora? I think they're at Sephora, and I really have been enjoying these products. I liked these toward the beginning of the year. I have found some other things that I do enjoy more, so I will not be repurchasing this. I might repurchase this, but I still have almost a full bottle, so I'm not quite sure on this yet, but I do have something I like more than this, but this is still a really, really good product, and I do enjoy it. The next product is the Fourth Ray Beauty Remedy 10% Niacinamide Serum. Love this stuff. I could tell a difference in my skin when I use this product. It really just kind of evened everything out, brightened it. I do have another bottle of this when I run out of this, but once again, I found another product that I enjoyed much more than this. But once again, this is a really, really good product. If you wanted to try something from Fourth Ray Beauty, I really do think that this is a good product to play around with. Really affordable, and I really enjoyed it. So the next four products are actually things that were sent to me from Beautylish. They are products from Good Molecules. I had not tried anything from them. They reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try anything. I didn't have to put anything in a video. I didn't have to review it. They just wanted me to try them out. So thank you very much for sending these products to me. I absolutely love them. So the first product is the Niacinamide Brightening Toner. This is really, really nice, refreshing on the skin. I really enjoy it. I feel like these products have really transformed my skin. I know I've said that quite a few times about other things, but right now, this is the best my skin has been my entire life, probably since the day I was born. So I really have been enjoying these, and I think that they've done wonders for my skin, and they are super, super affordable products. So I definitely will be repurchasing these once I am out. This is, once again, the Niacinamide Brightening Toner. Really, really wonderful product. This next product is the one that's going to be replacing my Ordinary Buffet Serum, and this is the Hyaluronic Acid Serum by Good Molecules. Feels really, really great on the skin. I can tell that it's adding some hydration to the skin that I need, especially this time of year, now that it's winter and everything's kind of dry. Really enjoy this one. Next is the Niacinamide Serum, and this is what's going to be replacing my Fourth Ray Beauty one once I am out of both of the bottles that I have. But this one's really, really great. It's thicker in consistency, but I think I like that. Definitely evens out the skin and helps with pores. I really enjoy this one as well. But the one that stands out to me the most is the Overnight Exfoliating Treatment. This stuff is like a miracle worker. So as you know, if you've been here a while, I have some texture along my jawlines, and I really, really can tell a difference when I use this. I use it twice a week. I use it every Wednesday and Sunday night, and I just can tell that my skin is so much smoother the next morning. Beautiful formulation, awesome product. I had never tried like a exfoliating, like a chemical exfoliator. I've only ever used a physical, and so I was really, really kind of nervous to use this, but I really enjoy it, and I think it's awesome. So once again, thank you to Beautylish for sending me these products. I also want to give them a shout out because I thought that that was a one-time deal, so I don't know if I'm on like a PR list or something, but they also sent me the silicone-free priming moisturizer, which I am still in the process of trying out. But once again, thank you, Beautylish. I'm really enjoying these products so far. This next one is the Thayers Witch Hazel Lavender variation. Really, really like this as well. I do enjoy Good Molecules more, but if you're in the market for a really good toner, I would definitely lead you this way. There are a couple different formulations that do certain things. I picked the lavender because I'm obsessed with lavender, but they have rose, cucumber, lemon, the unscented regular original formula. Really, really great. I like this a lot. And the last skincare item is the e.l.f. Hello Hydration Face Cream with hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. This is my nighttime moisturizer. Sorry, my lashes are sticking together. I use it at night because it is kind of heavier, and I really like to have more moisture overnight because it just kind of helps with, I don't know, I like it better. And this is really nice. It's like $14, which is really affordable, and I think that it is a great moisturizer. So now I am going to move on to makeup tools. This first one is dirty, and it is the Flower Beauty, I don't know if it has a name, but it is the blush brush. This is what it looks like. I love the shape. I love how it's tapered. Perfect for like the apples of the cheek, just blending product over the face. Could be a really nice highlighter brush too. I haven't tried it for that, only blush. But I love this brush. I haven't used any other blush brush since I bought this. It applies every blush that I've ever used with it perfectly. It's beautiful. Love this brush a lot. This next tool is also dirty, and it is the ColourPop blending sponge. I really, really like this. It reminds me of a mixture between the Wet n Wild sponge, which is also a favorite of mine, that I'm going to talk about next, and the Real Technique sponge. I really like this. I do enjoy the Wet n Wild one better, but this is a really good sponge. I think it's like $8. Really, really awesome. I haven't stopped using it since I bought it. I think it's really great. But the Wet n Wild sponge is my all-time favorite. I haven't found anything that I like better, and it's like $4. This sponge is absolutely amazing. I love it so much. It, to me, in my personal opinion, it is the closest dupe texture, like the touch of it, the feel of it is the closest dupe to the Beauty Blender, in my opinion. Love this sponge. Super cheap, super great. So now we are moving on to makeup, and there are quite a few items. First is the CoverGirl Brow Pencil in the shade Soft Brown. That's what I use it in. It is a really close dupe to the NYX Brow Pencil. That is why I bought it, because the NYX Brow Pencil is my all-time favorite, and I could not find it in the shade that I need, so this was a good shade match for me. It is not what I used on my brows. I am testing out a brow product from BoxyCharm. Not a fan, as of now. Anyway, so I do like this. It is cheaper than the NYX Brow Pencil, and I think that it is a really great texture. I like mine to be more on the dry side. If it's too creamy, I don't like it. And so this is a good formula, and I think it has like 2 or 3 other shades. Shade range is not great compared to NYX, but I think this is great because I do prefer a cooler tone brow. Next products are the ColourPop Volumizing Mascaras. I have mine in the shade Black on Black, which it's all rubbed off the tube at this point, but I also have it in the shade Brownie Points, which is the brown one, and I really enjoy the formulation of this. I will show you the brush. I need to throw this black one away. It is all dried out, and I need to get a new one, so I'll show you the brown. So this is what it's shaped like. It's shaped like the Better Than Sex by Too Faced, or like the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I really, really like the formulation. It doesn't flake. It doesn't like crumble. It volumizes and gives a little bit of length. I prefer more volume than I do length. That's just me personally. But overall, I think these are really, really great mascaras. Next product is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I was actually on the fence about this product when I first got it, but I actually really enjoy it. I love it in the T-zone, specifically around the nose and right here where my pores are the biggest. I think it does a really good job of filling and smoothing that area out, and it's really affordable. I think it's really funny because I could not find this primer. It was constantly sold out everywhere, including online. And yesterday or the day before when I was at Walmart, they had an entire wall of them. And I'm like, of course they do, now that I have it. Next product is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Long Wear Foundation and Concealer. I have mine in the shade MN3. It is not the foundation I have on today. This is too dark right now, but this is the most magical foundation I've ever used in my entire life. I'm not a big foundation person at all, but this just smooths everything. It looks flawless on your skin. It looks like you have nothing on, and it covers everything without being cakey and heavy, and I love this foundation. It's what I wore on my wedding day. It was like bulletproof, stayed on all day long. I thought it was perfect. I am going to try and get a lighter shade so it will match me and I can wear it in the winter too. But this is a fantastic foundation. It comes in like 100 shades, which is awesome. You can use it with a pump, or my preferred method of using it is with the doe foot applicator on the inside. Just brush it on your face and go. I think it's really, really great. Coverage is perfection. I can't stop talking about how amazing it is. This is the best foundation I've ever tried. The next product is a powder, and it is the Becca HydroMist Set and Refresh Powder. This is a great powder for like under the eyes. I love wearing it with that e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer because it has such a blurring and smoothing effect. It looks beautiful under the eyes and in the T-zone area. This powder is weird because it has like a mattifying effect and a blurring effect, but it feels like wet and hydrating to the touch. It's a phenomenal powder. I love it so much. It is kind of expensive, and I did get this in BoxyCharm, but I would definitely repurchase this because it's beautiful. These next two products are the same, but they are different. They are the ColourPop concealers. These are the no filter concealers, and I also have the Pretty Fresh concealer. The Pretty Fresh is what I have under my eyes and in the T-zone today, as well as along the jawline. But I love both of these concealers. This one is a little more hydrating, which this time of year I really enjoy it, where the no filter concealers are a little bit more matte. I do have these in the shade Light 16 and Light 18. Light 16 is my general, like, I can use it all year round. Light 18 is a bit too dark for me at the moment. And then, what is this one? This is Light 45W. Works really well for me right now as well. I think both of these are really nice. I have been using this one more lately, but either way, this was my favorite go-to before this one came along, but I love both of them. I really need to pull these out and play around with them again. But either way, beautiful, affordable. They have pretty good shade ranges for both of these as well, so I definitely would check these out. Okay, only a handful of products left. These next ones are actually false eyelashes, which I don't really wear often, but I love the way that these look, and they are the Velour Mink Lashes in the style, what are these? Sassy but classy. Oh shoot. They're just really fluffy, but they're like on the natural side, I guess is a good way to describe them, because I wore these on my wedding day as well, and they just really accentuated my eye shape, which I find very hard, because where I have hooded eyes that like droop on the outer portion but not the inner, it's like, I don't know, I have a hard time finding lashes that look good on my eye shape. So those definitely did. They look beautiful. They stayed in place all day long. I don't know if that was like luck. It had to have been, because I suck at putting on eyelashes, but I know I wanted to wear those. So by some miracle, they stayed on all day long and they just look beautiful. I have really good luck with those, and I definitely would purchase them again. The last three products are eyeshadow palettes, and this first one is the one that I have on my eyes today, and it is the ColourPop Going Coconuts palette. So I saw pictures of this and I was like, wow, that's a gorgeous palette. And then I was like, wow, I definitely don't need that, because look, they're all brown. But did I need this palette? No. Did I need it though? Like in my soul? Yes. This shade alone in the center, which is like all over my lid right now, is worth the entire price of the palette. I would buy this palette again and again just for this shade. I'm gonna swatch it for you. Look at this shadow. Like, holy cannoli. It's gorgeous. The rest of the shades in here are really beautiful as well. You have some like more neutrally shades and like a cooler shade here, and then you have a warm, and then you have like a nice darker kind of shimmer. It's like a cool tone coppery, no, not coppery, like bronze. It's really pretty as well. So as a whole, this is a stunning palette. And I had always wanted one of their fruity palettes, but I didn't really like any of those color schemes, so apparently I'm a coconut. I've had this palette for a couple months and I just hadn't done a review because I just had a lot going on recently. Like, I just haven't really felt the urge to film or anything. And I know this palette has been out for a while, and I know there's already 100 reviews, but if you would like to see a review from me on this palette, let me know and I can add that to my list of things to do. This next palette is a palette that I have shown on my channel multiple times, and it is the e.l.f. The New Classics palette. I have a review. I'll link it up here for you in case you're interested. I love this palette. It is the palette I wore on my wedding day, and I'm so sorry. I am going to get that video up soon. The how I did my makeup for my wedding day video, that will be up soon. I just haven't had a chance to film it yet, but this is the palette I use. It is absolutely lovely. The mattes are super, super smooth and creamy and blendable. The shimmers are beautiful. I just really like this palette. I think it's great that the drugstore is offering palettes like this now. e.l.f. also has a couple other palettes in this format that are really cool color schemes. There's an all rainbow one. There's one that's like blue-green. That's really, really cool to look at. I don't have any of those, but I think it's really great that those are available. The last product I have is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop So Jaded palette. I do have a review of this as well. I'll link it up in the eye for you. But this palette is phenomenal. I can't say enough good things about it. I love the ColourPop formulation for one, and I just think that these are really good colors. One, I love crystal, so the crystal theme is just great to me. But I think that this is an interesting palette because while there is a lot of color and a lot of texture happening in here, I feel like there's so many different things you can do with it that, like, these greens over here, this purple, they can be used in a wearable way. And what I mean by wearable is that like I have a 9-to-5 office job, so I couldn't wear like this teal all over the lid necessarily in theory. So I mean, I think that I could easily use that teal with some of these oranges over here and make a day-to-day like office look, if that makes sense. There's a lot of creativity in this palette. And then there's also a lot of muted toned downness in this palette. And I just think overall that this palette is amazing. So those have been my top picks for 2019. I had tried a lot of really, really great products last year, but these are the ones that just stood out to me as like top tier products. What were some of your favorite products from last year? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you would like to subscribe, please feel free. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.